Hey guys, what's going on? I'm back again here today with another MX versus ATV Reflex game. Today I'm on, I don't even know the track. I totally forgot the track. I've been dealing with a lot of, like, recorder problems, because I just recorded the same exact video, and for no reason at all, it didn't record any audio. Like, myself talking. It was the weirdest thing. I looked at it, I played the clip back, and there was no audio. You couldn't hear anything. And I was pretty bummed, because I was like, dang, that's like my best one yet, you know? I had good points and all this stuff, and then I played it and there was just nothing, just crickets. So, and I started up Reflex again, be like, what's the problem, let's see this. So I go start up a game, hit play, record myself and be like, test, test, and I go and check it and it works. So I have no idea what is going on, but I'm just hoping this one works, because the last one did and then the one before that didn't. So I guess it's just like a shot in the dark for some reason. And that's not the only recording problem I've been having. Oh shoot, can I make this? Nope. But a lot of times, it's not even the right thing, but before I would make videos and then I would check them and it'd be all good, and then all of a sudden my video would just get super laggy out of like nowhere. I've never had this problem before. I didn't change any of my settings, like what's the deal? And then so I just started to try this one again and it just fixed itself. I went and watched the video over again and there was no video problems, but there was just audio problems. So I don't know what's going on. I'm just praying this one works, because the last one didn't, and I've just been having problems lately. But if this gameplay is not as good as my last one, since I have I have the old video but not old audio, I might just throw this, me talking over the last clips, the last tries audio, if that makes sense, just to give you guys some better footage instead of just me like eating it all the time, because that could happen. Because I am not the most consistent racer, or even close to that, as you can tell. I'm messing up. But anyways, let's talk about the stuff I talked about in the last one. Is this A1 happened last week? Oh, I almost made that. Last weekend, last Saturday. It is now Thursday, so if you haven't watched it, you should have watched it by now, so I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it. But anyways, Ken Roxon won. I'm very happy about that. That sounds really weird. I'm very happy he won, but I am, I guess. I wanted him to win over anyone else. I want James Stewart to win the most, but he's not even racing, so that's not gonna work. But yeah, I'm glad he won. He beat out who got second? Oh, it was Dungy, of course. I'm so tired of seeing Dungy. It's just so like boring to watch him. He's just gonna be on the podium every week. There's nothing exciting about him. He doesn't throw any whips. He doesn't throw any scrubs. He doesn't like get in any beef with anybody. He's just like a oh, okay. For some reason, I can kind of hear like feedback from my mic, and like I can hear myself talk a little bit, and then it just went blank right there. So I'm gonna cut that out. That's probably what happened in the last video. That's probably why it didn't work. But anyways, Dungy is the most boring rider. Oh shoot, in the history of the sport, I think. He never does any whips, never does any scrubs, never gets in like beef with anyone, never takes anyone out, never falls. He's just like a robot. He had the most podiums in a row, which is what he had, like 20 something, or maybe even more, which is just completely ridiculous. Like, how are you so consistent? That's why I don't like him. He's just like boring to me. But I feel like he's like the golden boy for Supercross right now, just because he's like, the church boy, goes to church every Sunday, doesn't swear, thanks God every time, every race he wins, just doesn't. Oh my God, I'm just messing up right now. But yeah, he just frustrates me. But anyways, if you like him, go ahead and like him. I don't care. But anyways, he got second, Mooscan got third, I believe, and then Tomac fell back, which I don't know what he was doing. He said he got arm pump, which is crazy to me. I don't know how he gets arm pump. He trains like every single day. And he does like super long outdoor motos, But and I don't know, maybe just the pressure got to him or something, which is weird. So that kind of sucks for him, because I like Tomac too. But I'm happy Roxon won. And then in the 250s, it was McElrath. Oh yeah, no, McElrath, same thing. That won, and then Plessinger got second. I thought Plessinger was gonna win, but it seemed like he got a bad start, and it was tough for him to catch up. But I think next time, I think San Diego, he's got it. So we'll see this weekend. See if I can quad this right here. Oh nope. But anyways, about this track, I totally forgot the name. I'll put it in the description. I'll put a link to it. But ever since the Reflex Central, like, their track section went down, I have this weird fear that it's just never going to come back up, and we're never going to be able to get those tracks again, which is a weird fear of mine. But it happened to this other website I was on. I used to play a bunch of custom like Call of Duty Zombies maps on PC as well. So they had the same kind of website. It was called Custom COD instead of Reflex Central, but it was pretty much almost the exact same thing. Like you uploaded your maps instead of tracks, and then people downloaded them, stuff like that. And then one day it just like stopped working, and it never came back. So I don't know why it didn't, but it just never did. And I feel like those tracks or those maps, Call of Duty maps, were kind of lost. And I'm afraid that's gonna happen to Reflex. But I hope it doesn't. I hope maybe if I just check through like Twitter if they have one or something, they fix them. They're fixing it or something. I don't know. I'll have to look. I'll have to look around and find some info. But luckily, I save all the tracks that I've ever downloaded. I just have them in a folder on my desktop. So that's got to be like close to 100 of them at least. But there's still, I think there's like close to 400 total. So hopefully they don't get lost and we don't have to go to a different website. But other than that, the Ride Life series has ended. They did all, was it 8 rounds? I thought it was only 6, but I think they expanded it. I did only 2 of them. I attempted to do 3, which was kind of a bummer. I tried to do the last one, and on the last one, I downloaded it, everything, I was practicing it. The track came out like 10 minutes later than usual, so I was like, oh, no big deal. I was practicing it for about 30 minutes, and usually after about 30 minutes, they send you an invite to do the heat races, and I didn't get one after a while, and I'm like, alright, it's been about like 40 minutes, I don't know what's going on, let me hit up one of the dudes, and he's like, oh, the heat race already happened, like, you got an invite, and I was like, what the heck, no I didn't, and I think it was because my Steam profile was like offline or something, I don't know, it was basically probably my fault, to be honest, but I never got the invite, which is kind of a bummer, and I was like, oh man, like, I want to race, like, is there any way I can get in the LCQ, or something like that, and he's like, yeah, go for it. So he put me in the LCQ, and I started racing that. I actually did really well. I won the LCQ, so I was all hyped. I was like, sick. And then I was getting ready for the main. Getting ready. I'm acting like I'm a real Reddit. I was just waiting for the invite is what I mean. And so I get the invite, I join up, and then I go for like 2 seconds, and then my game crashes. So I was like, oh, shoot. Like, I'm holding up like 12 people right now. Like, they're not going to wait for me forever. So I start my Reflex again, do it again, tell them, like, my game crashed, all this stuff, and then he's like, okay, I'm on a time crunch, can you, like, hurry this up? So it's like, oh, shoot. It's probably not going to end well. So I go, just invite me once more, and then if it doesn't work, just start the race without me, because I don't want to hold up all those people, So I did that, I joined up, and then it crashed on me again. So I was like, yo, just start it. Like, I can't keep everyone waiting, I feel bad. So that was kind of a bummer. I don't know what is up with my computer or why it did that, because I'll join like my friends' lobbies and everything 100% of the time and it'll be fine. And then I did it once to them and it just crashed. It doesn't make any sense, because I'll join other people's lobbies all day long and it'll be fine. So I don't know what the deal with that was. Maybe it was his internet, maybe it was mine, I'm not sure, but that was a bummer. I really hope they do that series again, but I hope they do a few changes. Like, I hope they make the races a little bit later, because right now they're at like 3 p.m., which is, to me, it's like midday. I don't know about you guys, but 3 p.m. is like midday, especially on a Saturday or like Friday or something. Usually I'm like out of the house or doing something. So I really hope they change it to like 7 or 8 at night, but maybe they make it at 3 p.m. to like cater to Australian people or something, I don't know. But that's one change I hope they do. Other than that, I think it was pretty solid. I know there's a lot of connection issues and stuff like that. People were disconnecting, but what can you do? Is it almost a 10-year-old game? Probably not. It's the old game though, so what are you gonna do? It's not like well supported on PC or pretty much anything. So that was kind of a bummer, but not a huge deal breaker. I just hope they fix the time thing. And I thought about doing kind of the same thing myself. I don't know if I said it in a video, but I have thought about like putting together like a little series just for the fun of it, because I think it's a lot of fun racing with other dudes. It kind of does get old just riding with myself. It doesn't make sense, by myself all the time. So maybe I will, but I don't want to like take their like stomp on their territory, if that makes sense. I don't want them to like get mad at me because like I stole their idea or something. But we'll see in the future. I would only probably do it if these Ride Life series are like infrequent. Like if there's one now and then one not till, I don't know, July or something, I'd be like, alright, get kind of bored, let's start something up if they don't do it, But we'll see what happens. I don't think I would do it pretty much the same exact way they did it. Except I would probably choose. They made their own tracks for every. Oh jeez, every single round, which is really impressive. I think that's really crazy. And I don't know how to make tracks, so I would just grab like random ones from Reflex. Not random ones from Reflex Central, but just like ones I know that are good and would like lend to good racing and stuff like that. So other than that, I would just have the races later, and that'd pretty much be the same thing. So let me know what you guys think about that. Like I said, I don't want to take like the Ride Life series as Thunder. I don't want to copy them, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, other than that, this is a pretty sweet track. I would rate it, see, out of 10, I would rate it like a 7.5. No, that's too low. I would rate it at 8. Because there are some jumps that's like frustrating. You can't make like that quad. Some other quads you can't make. But maybe they're probably not meant to be quads and stuff. They're probably just meant to be triples, and I just overshoot them. But other than that, it's a really good track. I highly suggest you guys download it, and hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.